The Parker brothers squared off against each other in the first round of Series Blue, where Maxwell took the win away from Justin. Maxwell is looking forward to win it again in round 2, but can that happen?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
For the first time ever, not only in the regular season history, as well as the first ever time that we're seeing this at Rainbow Stadium, we have sunlight finally at last, in which the track eliminates, and you can see the trucks much more clear, such as Mohawk Warrior looking really glamorous today in that special design, custom painted as well from the roll cage as well as the rims. Team Hot Wheels right onto the side. Carnage Asada, we have Aqua Stallion, Green Ghost Gravedigger, Hooked, Rage, Wildfire, Yeti. Then we have Fire Avenger right in the back, Bad Habit, Dragon, Mystery Machine, Pirate's Curse, and a lot more coming along your way. Hello everybody and welcome back to another round of the regular season. This time we are headed in Series Blue, and we have a lot of trucks here spread out and ready to go for this second round of the regular season right here at Series Blue. And here we can see Spider-Man, who was the previous winner from round 1. Maxwell Parker is looking forward to earn their second win for the regular season, but can he do it? Will we see the first time ever a truck winning back-to-back for the regular season? We'll find out sooner or later as we take a look at the Series Blue standings right here. Here's your top 10 competitors as well as your top 10 trucks so far after the first round. We have Maxwell Parker, who was the previous winner from round 1, followed by his brother Justin Parker following him behind in second with 12 points. Then we have a new driver joining us for Series Blue, Joe Dennis driving in Dragon. And then we have Sebastian Colton in Team Hot Wheels, Jordan Willis in Bog Hog, Weston Anderson in the Green Ghost Gravedigger, Bryce Kenny in Mohawk Warrior, Kate Lawson in Zombie Female, Flynn Phillips in Aqua Stallion, and Ryan Simpson in Bad Habit. Here's a look at the other side of the Series Blue standings. We have Mark Baldwin in Carnage Asada, Kyoto Kenshin in Godzilla, Braden Smith in Mystery Machine, Zachary Cunningham in Pirate's Curse, Lucas Kelly in Rage, Rosie Raymer in Yeti, Jim Kohler in Avenger, who was the first one in the relegation zone, Raymer Hansen in Hooked, Bella Edwards in Lumberjack, and we have a second new driver joining us for Series Blue. It is Jaden Scott, who will pilot Wildfire. This is the first time that we have seen a shift in the lineup as drivers are either falling out of the qualifying rounds, or maybe we are seeing some new rookies joining us here. Here's a look at the track. As you can see here, there's a lot going on there, and you can probably tell what's already ahead of you right here in front of your screen. On your screen, you can see 2 dirt jumps as well as a black crush car, and you can see a little hole centered around that crush car. We have another one on the other side of the track as well. We are seeing for the first time 2 barrels on the track. We also have some more crush cars. We also see those same ramps that you see in every single track whenever we do regular season qualifying for World Finals. We have the center pod right at the center of those 4 jumps. Our green jumps here, those are the highest ones. We have a crush car right over there and our shipping container right at the start. when the trucks fall from the track. Here's a look at the tournament bracket for this round. For the first race, we have Carnage Asada, who will face Wildfire. Remember that Wildfire is now piloted by a new driver, so it's interesting to see which one of these drivers will move on to the second round. Will it be the rookie or a veteran? Followed by that match, we have Yeti versus Bad Habit. This will be a good one too. And this next one will be even more better, as we have Green Ghost Gravedigger facing the Amazing Spider-Man, as they are looking forward to win back-to-back. And for the last one, we have Fire Avenger, who will face Lumberjack. As our drivers from round 2 prepare themselves, we have round 1 to start off. Mark Baldwin and Carnage Asada will face Jaden Scott, a rookie, in Wildfire. These two have not faced each other, and they are ready to go. Down to the track they go, as they are neck and neck with each other. Big air from Jaden Scott, but Mark Baldwin slows down, and they collide, and they have seemed to come to a complete stop right close to the finish line. Let's check out the replay. And as you can see that they are both neck and neck. Big air from Jaden Scott, but look at Mark Baldwin. He saves himself, but you can see how he slows down right at the edge of the finish line. As we take a look at the drone footage, there's Carnage Asada, but let's also check back with Jaden Scott, as he was left upside down. Even though he's a rookie, he still has a long way to go. But let's check back on Carnage Asada, and he seems like he will cross the finish line, which means he'll advance on to the second round. As we head on to the second race of round 1, Rosie Raymer and Yeti will square off against Ryan Simpson and Bad Habit. These two, I'm pretty sure, have faced each other in the past, but they are ready to square off into the track as they are heading down to the track. Decent air by Ryan Simpson, but there he goes. He wrecks onto those barrels, and you can see Rosie Raymer right close to the edge of the track. I'm pretty sure she crossed the finish line. Let's check out the replay. And you can see both of them neck and neck. Decent air by Ryan Simpson, but look at that wreckage left by Yeti. The tire will cross the finish line, so therefore Rosie Raymer will move on to the second round. And for this next match, it'll be a pretty big one here. Weston Anderson in the Green Ghost Gravedigger, who will face Maxwell Parker in the Amazing Spider-Man. Keep in mind that Maxwell won the previous round, but can he win it again in the second round? And these two are ready to go down to the track as they go. Big air from these two. What a horrible landing by Maxwell, and Weston Anderson will clear the finish as he wins and defeats the previous winner, pulling up a huge upset. Let's take a look at the replay. Big air, horrible landing by Spider-Man. I'm pretty sure they cracked their axle as well, but let's check out that big air moment one more time. Look at that clean big air from Weston Anderson. Also, we can also credit Maxwell Parker with that big air as well. And for the final race of round 1, Jim Kohler rocking the Fire Avenger scheme, facing Bella Edwards in Lumberjack. Down the track they go. As you can see, Bella Edwards already in a huge lead. Jim Kohler nudges over, and Bella Edwards wrecks, but she slowly rolls over to the finish line, not in a way that you expected. Let's check out that replay one more time. And I'm pretty sure Jim Kohler did receive a delay. Not sure if it was truck issues or if it was the lighting. But look at Bella Edwards. She rolls over, slowly but surely crossing the finish line. And as we take a look from the results from round 1, Carnage Asada, Yeti, Green Ghost Gravedigger, and Lumberjack all move on from the first round and head to the second round, where their opponents await. Carnage Asada will face the female zombie, Yeti will face Megalodon for the second time, Green Ghost Gravedigger will face Hooked, and Lumberjack will face Godzilla. Lots of great matches ahead of you. There are some crazy performances from our drivers so far. Let's see if we can keep that up here for the second round of the regular season of Series Blue. As we transition on to the second round, we have our first race, Jordan Willis and Boghog, who will face Braden Smith in the Mystery Machine. These two are ready to go, and we are down to the track as these two head down neck and neck with each other. Big air, and what is going on with Boghog? They go off course, and they crash outside of the stadium, and there is Mystery Machine holding on that wheelie pose. I don't know what happened with Boghog. I think they lost control there, but we're going for the replay just to analyze this even further. You could see that Boghog did go off course, bouncing off the track, and they land outside. And we do have a photo of this, and the rule of the off-track rules still applies even on for the new stadium, so Mystery Machine will move on. And for the next race, we have Mark Baldwin in Carnage Asada, who will face Kate Lawson in the female zombie. Let's hope we don't see anything like that from last race, but there they go, down to the track they go. Big air, decent air from these two, and Carnage Asada escapes the carnage left by female zombie. We're going to go for the replay just to analyze this even further. As you can see, both of them neck and neck. Decent air by the female zombie. Carnage Asada with a save, and they cross the finish line. Mark Baldwin will move on to the next round. And for this next race will be an interesting one. Justin Parker against Rosie Reamer. This is the second time these two have faced each other in that same round. And these two are going down to the track together. Looks like Rosie Reamer is in the lead there, but look at Justin Parker. He catches up with a wheelie save, and he will make it across. It looks like Rosie Reamer can't catch a break on this one. And as we analyze the replay, you can see that she had the lead, and she loses some control. She hits the barrels, and Justin Parker makes it out alive right before Rosie Reamer just pretty much surrendered her entire race. And we're going to move on to the next one. We have Flynn Phillips in the Aqua Stallion, who will face Sebastian Colton in the Team Hot Wheels Firestorm. Those two are ready to go. And as we await for the green light, they head down to the track they go. As you can see, both of them tied up together. Flynn Phillips are in the lead, and Sebastian Colton crashes over, and Aqua Stallion will cross the finish line, making it look easy for him. As we analyze the replay, you can see these two trucks going down to the track together. Flynn Phillips had the lead. Decent air by Sebastian, but he tumbles over, and he's not going to progress. Meanwhile, Flynn Phillips will. And we move on to the next race. We have an interesting one here. Bryce Kenny and Mohawk Warrior, who will face Lucas Kelly and Rage. And we did have another driver racing for Rage, but they dropped out. So it's all going to be Lucas Kelly for this one. And they're down to the track. Looks like Bryce Kenny is in the lead. Decent air, and what a save by Rage. But it's not enough to catch up against Bryce Kenny, as he will win this race. As we analyze the replay even further, you can see that Bryce Kenny did catch up and make it across the finish line, but Rage, though, what a save. But it's not enough. And as we take a look at the next race, we have Weston Anderson in the Green Ghost Gravedigger, who will face Raymer Hansen in Hooked. Raymer Hansen had a terrible start in the first round, but let's see if they can make it up for this one. And they are down to the truck together. You can see Weston Anderson with a decent air, but they crash over, and Raymer Hansen stops just at the finish line. And as we take a look at the drone footage, and he does cross the finish line, defeating the driver who defeated the defending winner of the previous round. As we analyze the replay even further, Weston Anderson had the lead there, decent air, but he slips right behind, giving Raymer Hansen the lead and giving him the perfect win. What a lucky victory that was for Raymer Hansen. And for the next race, we have Kyoto Kenshin and Godzilla, who will face Bella Edwards in Lumberjack. These two have not faced each other in a while, or at least to my knowledge, but they are ready to go down the track. You can see Kyoto in the lead, and there is a big tumble between the two. And look at Bella Edwards. She saves herself, and she lands on the finish line, but it's not enough, as Kyoto Kenshin will cross first, right before she made that perfect save. As we analyze the replay, you can see a lot of flips and a lot of saves from our drivers here. This is starting to become Freestyle 2.0. And for the final race of round two, we have Joe Dennis in Dragon, who will face Zachary Cunningham in Pirate's Curse. These two drivers are ready to go for the final race of round two. And the green light is lit, and they're both down to the track. You can see some big air by Joe Dennis, but he tumbles over, and Zachary Cunningham escapes the carnage left by Joe Dennis, and he will be the last one to progress to the third round. Let's analyze the replay even further. You could see that Joe Dennis and Zachary Cunningham had some advantages, but look at Joe Dennis with that big air. But it was not enough for Zachary Cunningham to become the last truck to progress to the next round. Or should I say driver in this case. But we have our 8 trucks already set for the quarterfinals. Our first one, we have Braden Smith in the Mystery Machine, Mark Baldwin in Carnage Asada, Justin Parker in Megalodon, Flynn Phillips in Aqua Stallion, Bryce Kenny in the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, Raymer Hansen in Hooked, Kyoto Kenshin in Godzilla, and Zachary Cunningham in Pirates Cursed. This will be an interesting quarterfinals, as not only that Spider-Man is out, but we might have a new winner on this one. Who will it be as we progress on to the quarterfinals? It's quarterfinal time as we have our first race determined on our hands. Braden Smith in the Mystery Machine, who will face Mark Baldwin in Carnage Asada. These two hefty trucks are ready to face each other. Which one will progress to the semifinals as they are heading down to the track? Carnage Asada is in the lead. Oh my goodness, what the heck was that? What did I just see? What did I just see? Two trucks performed incredible saves. I have never seen that ever. We're going to analyze this further on the replay. You can see Carnage Asada, but look at those saves. I did not expect that to happen. What? Okay, let's take a look at the slow motion view. Look at how Carnage Asada was ahead. They flip upside down. Look at that corkscrew by Mystery Machine, though. That was a perfect save. Both of them saving themselves as well. Carnage Asada with a wheelie save, too. You gotta give credit to that. And we're gonna move on to our second race. Justin Parker, who will face Flynn Phillips in both Megalodon and Aqua Stallion. These two trucks are ready to go as we await for the green light. And they are ready to go down the track they go as they are neck and neck with each other. And what just happened to Aqua Stallion? I think those barrels saved him. But it doesn't matter as Justin Parker progresses to the semifinals for the second time. We're going to analyze this in the replay. As you can see that Aqua Stallion about to tumble, but it was thanks to those barrels that actually saved him before being tumbled over and left behind by Justin Parker. But Justin Parker moves on to the next round. And for the next race, we have Bryce Kenny in the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, who will face Raymer Hansen in Hooked. Raymer Hansen and Bryce Kenny have faced each other before, and we're going to analyze this further. Let's see this further. You can see they get some big air, and Hooked has redeemed themselves from that race. And you can see from the replay that Raymer Hansen was left behind, but it was all thanks to that fumble by Bryce Kenny, and Raymer Hansen is determined to progress on to the semifinals. And for the final race of the quarterfinals, we have Kyoto Kenshin and Godzilla, who will face Zachary Cunningham and Pirate's Curse. We have one more spot for the semifinals. Who will it be? Godzilla or Pirate's Curse? We're going to take a look at this race right here. Godzilla's in the lead, and what a tumble over, and they crash onto the barrels, and Pirate's Curse will progress to the semifinals for the first time in their racing history. This is also Zachary Cunningham's first ever time progressing onto the semifinals for the very first time in his career as well. And you can see that tumble over by Godzilla, and Pirate's Curse progresses on, ignoring the carnage left. And as we take a look at the semifinals, there is so much to uncover here. After that crazy race from Carnage Asada and Mystery Machine, and after that crazy performance by Aqua Stallion and the Megalodon race, after that redemption arc from Hooked, from the first time the Hooked and Great Clips Mohawk Warrior faced each other in the first round of Series Blue, to Pirate's Curse, moving on to the semifinals for the very first time. There is a lot of changes happening around here for the second round of Series Blue of the regular season. Mark Baldwin and Carnage Asada will face Justin Parker and Megalodon, and Raymer Hansen and Hooked will face Pirate's Curse. Who's ready for semifinals? Are you? I am as well. As we are getting ready for the first semifinal match, we have Mark Baldwin and Carnage Asada, who will face Justin Parker in Megalodon. Keep in mind that Justin Parker was in the semifinals last round, and they are ready to repeat history here as they are ready to go down to the track. You can see Mark Baldwin was in the lead, and look at Justin Parker with a perfect and randomly good save. I did not expect them to do that. We're going to go for the replay just to check out that incredible save by Justin Parker. He was behind before, and look at that. He flipped, and then he performed a wheelie at the finish line. Here's our slow motion view just to see that insane save. He flips once. He was about to flip again. Well, he flips again, but this time he lands on his back wheels, performing a wheelie, and there goes Carnage Asada right at the bottom. And for the second semifinal match, Raymer Hansen in Hooked will face Zachary Cunningham in Pirate's Curse. Raymer Hansen is determined to progress onto the final if he can defeat Zachary Cunningham. And here we go down to the track. You can see Hooked already ahead, and Zachary Cunningham in Pirate's Curse loses control, and Hooked will move on to the final for the first time in their entire history. As well, this is Raymer Hansen's first time progressing to the final in his racing career. Just looking at this replay, what a perfect, clean performance by Hooked. And that horrific crash by Zachary Cunningham has eliminated his chances of progressing to the final. Where in this one, Justin Parker in Megalodon will face a new driver in the final round, and that is Raymer Hansen and Hooked. The two ocean-themed trucks are going to face each other in the final for the very first time. This is also Justin Parker's second time in the final, but where he lost to his brother Maxwell, who was not in the final this time, in this round specifically. This time, Justin Parker will have to face Raymer Hansen and Hooked. Can Raymer actually pull off a win? Or will it be Megalodon, driven by Justin Parker? Will it be Justin Parker or will it be Raymer Hansen? We're about to figure it out here for the final race of round 2, where Megalodon will be driven by Justin Parker and Raymer Hansen in Hook. Can Justin Parker finally win a round, or will it be Raymer Hansen picking up the biggest redemption arc after his first round tumble? In the first round, as you can see him, and he progresses on. Megalodon tumbles over, and Hook carefully makes it past him, and they will win round 2 of Series Blue. Let's take a look at the replay. Look at that tumble. He was about to fall off the stadium there for Megalodon, but Hooked slowly but surely crosses that finish line and confirms that he is the second round winner of Series Blue. And you can see him right onto those barrels. And here's a quick look at Megalodon. Here's the shot that I was talking about for Hook, as they are on top of those barrels. Those barrels may have helped him win the second round of Series Blue. Raymer Hansen picked up the biggest redemption arc after his first round fail, where he crashed into the wall in the first round of Series Blue. But now he is coming home a winner of round 2. Will that boost his points, though? We're about to figure it out in just a moment. We just want to analyze this Hooked pickup design. This truck was in a double pack from 2024, and now this truck has won a round in Series Blue. Speaking of points, here are your points after round 2. After that insane redemption arc by Raymer Hansen, he moves up to second place, escaping the relegation zone. Now he's determined to perform pretty well in the future. However, he is right behind Justin Parker, who has 24 points and is in first place, overtaking his brother Maxwell, who is now dropped to third. Then we have Mark Baldwin and Carnage Asada, Joe Dennis and Dragon, Zachary Cunningham and Pirate's Curse, Sebastian Colton and Team Hot Wheels, Bryce Kenny and Mohawk Warrior, Flynn Phillips and Aqua Stallion, and Jordan Willis in Bog Hog. Let's take a look at the other half of the Series Blue standings. Kyoto Kenshin in Godzilla, who is in 11th place. Weston Anderson drops all the way down to 12th place. And then we have Braden Smith in Mystery Machine, who is in 13th. Kate Lawson in the Female Zombies, now in 14th. Lucas Kelly in Rage is now in 15th. Rosie Raymer in 16th with Yeti. Ryan Simpson, Bella Edwards, Jim Kohler, and Jaden Scott are all in the relegation zone from 17th to 20th place. Even though Jaden Scott is a rookie, he still needs to progress and try to escape the relegation zone before the end of the season. Jim Kohler, though, is not looking too good out here in Series Blue. He needs a miracle to hopefully escape the relegation zone and hopefully qualify for World Finals. And there's a lot of changes happening for Series Blue, lots of point shifting to be exact. We have some bigger shifts in points, the biggest one being Raymer Hansen, who has won round 2 of Series Blue and has now moved up to third. Maxwell Parker drops from first to third. Meanwhile, Justin Parker has moved up to first. There's a lot of point battles going on right now. It is still too early to call to determine who qualifies for World Finals and who has won every individual series standings. So with this, we're going to conclude things off here. Thank you so much for watching. This is Rainbow X, and we will see you on the flip side, where Series Red will be the final destination of round 2 before we progress to round 3 of the regular season. And with that, we're going to end things off here. So take care, everyone.